Welcome to Byte-Sized Tech. So, Samsung has a massive new goal for its AI, and you know what? It's betting on a whole fresh lineup of devices to make it happen. Okay, let's dive into this and see exactly how they plan to pull it off.
So here's the big question, right? This is the central challenge Samsung has set for itself. It's not just about building really powerful AI, it's about getting that AI into the hands of hundreds of millions of people, and fast. How in the world do they plan to do that?
And this one quote really just captures the massive scale of their ambition. I mean, we're not talking about a small increase here. They're aiming to literally double their already gigantic user base. This statement, right here, frames their entire product strategy for the year. So, what's the key? Well, meet the main engine of this whole strategy, the Galaxy S25 FE, or Fan Edition. The idea here is actually pretty simple, but really powerful. You package that top-tier flagship DNA into a much more accessible device, making it the #1 gateway for millions of people to experience Samsung's latest AI. And when you look at the specs, it's so clear the S25 FE is not just some minor refresh. We're talking about the largest battery ever in an FE phone, 45-watt charging that gets you to 65% in just 30 minutes, and this is crucial, the full suite of Galaxy AI features. On top of that, it's thinner, it's lighter, and it still has that gorgeous 120Hz AMOLED display. Now, the value proposition gets even clearer when you put the S25 FE right next to its much more expensive big brother, the S25 Plus. The similarities are honestly striking. You've got the same screen size, the same battery, the same charging speed. The main trade-offs really are just in the processor and a slightly lower spec telephoto camera.
And that brings us to the most important point, a $350 price difference. For that savings, you're getting a device that is remarkably, almost unbelievably, close to the full flagship experience. This price point is the absolute cornerstone of their plan to double that AI user base. But hey, the phone is only half the story. The other part of Samsung's strategy is all about bringing this AI experience to a much bigger canvas with the brand new Galaxy Tab S11 series.
And they are not holding back on the design, not one bit. The new flagship tablet, the Tab S11 Ultra, makes a really bold statement right out of the gate. Just 5.1 millimeters. That's just incredibly thin, especially for a device with a massive 14.6-inch screen. It's really a feat of engineering, and it's all designed to make a huge screen feel surprisingly portable.
You know that 5.1 millimeter thickness is no accident. It puts the Tab S11 Ultra in a dead heat, an exact tie with its biggest rival, the iPad Pro. Samsung is competing directly on design and portability. It's a clear shot across the bow.
Of course, a pro-level canvas needs a pro-level tool, right? And the S Pen gets a really significant redesign. The new hexagonal grip is made to feel more like a real pencil, which gives it a more natural and comfortable feel in your hand. And here's the key detail. It's included right in the box. No extra purchase required, which is just a huge value proposition. So we have all this new hardware, but the real magic, the thing that ties this entire ecosystem together, is the software and the intelligence that's built right into it.
And this is One UI 8. Think of it as the central nervous system for these new devices. It's the software layer where Samsung's Galaxy AI and Google's Gemini come together to deliver all these amazing smart features. It's all designed to be more personal and more context-aware than ever before.
So, how does this actually work in the real world? Let's take a feature like instant slow-mo. It's incredibly simple. You just film any video, and then, during playback, you just tap and hold on the screen. The AI analyzes the footage and generates new, in-between frames completely on the fly, transforming a standard clip into this cinematic, silky smooth slow motion. It's effortless. And that's just one example. There's a whole suite of these tools. Audio Eraser cleans up your video's sound. Gemini Live lets you use your camera to ask questions about the world around you. You've got Writing and Drawing Assist to help you create better content faster. So the crucial point here is making AI a practical, useful, everyday tool.
Okay, this all sounds really impressive, but there are always trade-offs, right? So let's look at the strategic choices Samsung had to make to hit these price points and see where these devices really fit into the broader market. One of the biggest ways Samsung manages cost is by using its own Exynos chip in the S25 FE and a MediaTek chip in the new Tab S11 series. Now, while these aren't the absolute top-tier Qualcomm Snapdragon chips you find in the most expensive models, these processors are more than capable of handling the AI features and all your daily tasks. It's really a calculated balance between performance and price.
And this brings us right to the competitive landscape. At $649, the S25 FE is positioned as a premium mid-range option. It's a bit more expensive than Google's Pixel 9a and the rumored iPhone 16e, but it absolutely justifies that with features like a real telephoto lens and way faster charging. Samsung is betting that those premium perks are going to be worth the extra cash.
So, what does this all mean? Well, the big takeaway here is that powerful, on-device AI is rapidly moving from being a high-end, luxury feature to just a standard expectation across the board. Samsung's strategy is all about accelerating that shift and making AI accessible to, well, everyone.
And this leaves us with a really fascinating question to think about. As the line between mid-range and high-end just continues to blur, with powerful AI becoming this great equalizer, the very definition of what a flagship device even is, well, it's being rewritten right before our eyes. If you enjoyed the episode, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.